I'm Deandra.
And I'm Chris.
Of Fastener News Desk. We're here at the 2023 International Fastener Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's go check it out. Y'all, I'm here with Morgan of IFE. Tell me about this show this year. How's it turning out? What's different? What have you been looking forward to the most?
Oh yeah, we're off to a great start this year. We had a successful golf tournament yesterday, a huge welcome reception. We hit record numbers again, second year in a row. Didn't expect that, so that was a great way to kind of kick off the event. Currently projecting to exceed last year's numbers, which is always exciting. We've got hundreds of new exhibitors this year. Our international side of the exhibit base is the biggest I think we've seen in over 5 years, which is really exciting. And the overall show as well.
That's amazing. I know we've been walking around the global area and it is just massive. Can you talk about the importance of cultivating relationships beyond the domestic fastener industry?
Our North American territory is how IFE was formed, but you know, a lot of our distributors are sourcing overseas, and we've really put a lot of emphasis on locating new suppliers. So we've brought in new countries, including Turkey and other countries as well. And so we're really trying to diversify and give everyone as much opportunity as possible.
Now you have fireside chats this year as well as the IFE match. Can you talk about those and why you wanted to introduce that to the show?
Yeah, that's an exciting new activation we implemented this year. You know, the show is short and sweet to some level. It's 2 days and it's jam-packed, and we have fulfilled our session stage, timing as much as we can. So we've got back-to-back sessions. We had our keynote presentation this morning, which was awesome. And we just really want to bring as much education as we can to the show. So we implemented the fireside chats just as another way to add some more value to our attendees and even exhibitors.
That's fantastic. I know everybody's been really enjoying it. So thank you for all your hard work, Morgan.
Thank you so much.
Hey there, I'm here with Anders of ALOX. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm so excited to be at the International Fastener Expo.
Well, we're excited to have you here.
Yeah, it's
great. So can
great.
you tell us a little bit about what you do?
We do software, mostly for distributors, so it's a full cloud solution for smaller independent shops that need to get rid of some old 90s Windows 7 technology and move to the cloud, get their inventory on their phone, that kind of stuff. So solving some problems and getting super mobile.
I bet they're really excited when you come around. They're like, oh, where have you been? Since the 90s.
Exactly. There's a lot of awesome technologies out there. You can see it all throughout the show here today. And we're trying to bring some of that new technology to the smaller guys.
They need it.
Yes.
I know they're so happy to have help because they always think, oh, the big names have everything. But little guys need to keep up.
Exactly, and that's why this show is so awesome, is because you can walk the floor, you can see everything, and the same person that needs, the $10,000 solution, but is also looking at the $200,000, machine or whatever. It's a huge educational, bonanza to be able to come here to the International Fastener Expo.
I love bonanzas. So can you tell us about an innovation, so maybe like your technology or something maybe over the last year that you're really excited to tell everybody about and how it solves an industry challenge?
Sure. One of the things that we've done is like a full 3D warehouse where you have like a view of your warehouse that you can like pinch, zoom, rotate in real time. So you can track where all of your inventory is. And especially for the new guys to find that one part that you keep for that one customer, but you only sell every 3 months, having a map that they can go find that with is crucial to getting accurate inventory counts and really watching your inventory levels, through the year. So yes, it lets you find your materials. It lets you store more in smaller spaces because you know where it is, right? So increased spatial efficiency, which is going to be increased monetary efficiency because you're not paying for 10 times the storage you need for those 8 little small bolts that you have to have and you have to keep track of. So that's been a super fun one. 3D warehouse, pinch, zoom, rotate. It's super cool.
Especially for the younger guys, because I imagine they do not have the power of people that a lot of larger corporations use. They really need that.
That is true. Onboarding your people, you want to give people technology that they are used to. Getting young people into this industry, it's a challenge, and it's a critical thing that we need to do moving forward. And if they're coming in and they're like, what is this green text on a black screen and this mainframe connection, they're not going to stick around.
No.
So, there's a part of like, you've got to work with the people you have and say, sure, here's your, go use your phone and find this thing in the warehouse. There it is. It also saves you from having like 18 calls to your floor manager from that one guy every single day. Right?
I'm getting the fear.
Yeah.
The fear. I feel it.
Like, Joey, where do we keep that thing? Where do we keep that part B? You're like all day, you're like, how doesn't he know? So
anxiety.
You got to bring the information to the people in a way they can get it. So on your tablet, on your phone, on your computer, but there's more information than ever these days. So,
is there ever.
You need to deliver that in an efficient way. That's a lot of what we do, since it's all full cloud, mobile, browser-based, all that stuff. So that's what ALOX is. Super new technology. Our company was just born in COVID, so we hibernated for a couple of years to build all this cool stuff.
That's cool.
Now we're out here at the trade show showing everyone what we have.
Wow. So do you have like a success story where you could be like, oh, this person, but let's call them like company ABC, has shown great benefit from something you've done?
On this particular aspect, this 3D warehouse space, we had a situation where we took approximately 1,500 square feet of space and turned it into just one wall of drawers. So almost like a 90% reclamation of space in an area that was about 20 by 15, so maybe slightly bigger. Because it was all these racks and bins that were almost all empty. But we organized it all and mapped it and put it in just like the little metal drawers. And it was probably 2,000 SKUs. Now it just sits against the wall and everyone can find it way faster than they ever could before.
They must have been like, from this to this, and it's all here.
And now there's so much room for activities.
So much room for activities! Oh, that's perfect. I bet they're doing cartwheels.
Yeah. So they love it.
If you could say, if fasteners could talk,
okay,
what do you think they would say about their role in the world, in manufacturing and construction and just life around us?
Well, clearly the fasteners would say, all the time I feel like I'm under tension.
We're all fasteners in a way.
I know. But it is their job. They were designed to be under tension. We were designed to only be under tension for a little bit and then relax. Maybe do some hard work and then kick back for lunch.
Oh yeah.
So fasteners don't get the break.
They don't have lunch.
That the rest of us do. So that's unfortunate for them. But they're holding the world together. So they're walking around with pride, being like, I'm the one keeping this whole bridge together. It's me. I'm the best bolt in this whole bridge.
I'm the best bolt in this whole
Which is
bridge.
the biggest problem, really. Fasteners have a huge ego.
Oh, I've heard about it. That would be a great bumper sticker.
True.
Best bolt.
Yep, best bolt.
Well, thank you, Honors.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
So good to be here.
I'm here with Adam of Ajax Taco. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, that's great. Is Vegas treating you well?
Vegas is treating me very well.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it. So tell me about how your technology and what you guys do benefits the fastener industry.
All right, so within the fastener industry, that's a very niche market for the company. Ajax Taco as a whole is a $200 million a year company that does everything from manufacturing spaceships, space shuttles, aircraft carriers, all the way to the fasteners that hold them together. So our technology, which is an electromagnetic heating technology, we basically create magnetic fields with induction heating coils with electrical currents that when those magnetic fields come in contact with the metal, it causes a current to flow in the metal, causes the metal to generate heat very fast, very localized, very efficiently, from hundreds of degrees to thousands of degrees in fractions of a second. So in the fastener world, one of the things we do is, you've seen a nut or a bolt, it's got a screw or a head on it or something to fit a screwdriver. We actually heat the end of that fastener so that it becomes malleable, and then they will take it and they will forge it to make the shape, such as you see here. So this is a fastener, we heat the end of it, goes into a forging press, and they make the fastener. So we do forging operations, we do selective heat treating. We may take a portion of that fastener and heat it with the purpose of either making it very, very hard, or we'll purposely weaken it so that it will break in a predictable fashion. So there's different ways we can do that. And then also, you've heard of Loctite. Okay, so we cure Loctite adhesives, so do that very fast. The beauty with induction is it's instant on, it's instant off, there's no contact, it's very repeatable. So it's a green energy that's got high quality capabilities.
So why do you guys make it a point to come to the Fastener Show? What is it about this show that draws you in?
Well, there's a couple of things. One is a lot of our customers are exhibiting here. So it's a great opportunity for us to come here and network with a minimal footprint of travel. We can actually see our 70% of our customers here. Is a big thing for us. And of course also there's competition. We got to stay on the cutting edge. We like to promote what we're here to offer. So it's a good opportunity for us to get out in front of the market and show off what we have.
It's really important to make that face-to-face connection and just to kind of keep that going, because even though you could stay connected online, it doesn't offer that same trust and that same
You're right.
relationship.
Well, we were talking about that day, COVID shut the country down, right? And everybody went to Zoom and Teams and all the teleconferencing. It had its purpose, it's done good, but like I said, even myself personally, I long for those personal connections. And you're right, there's a level of trust that's brought here. When you see somebody and you talk to them face to face, you know what you're getting a lot of times. So yes, it's definitely worth that.
Are there any sort of innovations that you have had in the last year, or something new that you are excited to talk about here at the show?
Yes, so related to the fastener industry, one of the things that Ajax Taco is very good at is manufacturing power conversion systems. So we'll take the power from the wall and we'll convert it to a different type of power to heat these parts. Well, in recent years we've came out with what we call the Pacer RF. It's our radio frequency induction heater. It's a very high frequency unit. It's very good for heating small diameter fasteners, but it's also done with the latest power conversion technology that's used silicon carbide MOSFETs. It's a transistor. I know you're just over here, but it's very efficient and it's very robust and very durable. So we've brought a level of durability and efficiency that saves the customers money, not only in uptime, but also in energy consumption. So the Pacer RF is the latest power circuit that we've delivered to this market, and it is class leading in our industry.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You must have a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, this is changing my life.
I wouldn't say it's life-changing for them, unless they get to go home and not have to worry about that call at 2 a.m. says, hey, the machine's broke.
I mean, if I didn't have to worry about that.
These don't break, so it could be life-changing.
Oh, I bet. Not getting a call at 2 a.m.
Yeah. But
Great
but if anything goes wrong, you call, we haul. That's what we like to say. So
Yeah.
we're there to service you.
Well, great. Well, thanks so much for your time, Adam.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Hi there. I'm here with Mr. Singh of EEP. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about what you do and why it's important to come here to the Fastener Expo?
Yeah. Thank you. I am Gurvinder Singh. I am representing EEPC India, which is one of the largest trade promotion organization from India. We represent almost like 13,000 members from the engineering companies,
Wow.
from the engineering fraternity. We work towards promotion and development of these members. We are kind of a via media between the government, the policymakers, and the industry. We run across different engineering panels, so Fastener is also one of the panel. Few other panels consist of automobile components. We are also into your fasteners. We are also into agriculture equipment, steel, iron and steel. So there are 38 panels we have. We represent them. Our whole idea of coming to this pavilion is the US is one of the largest trading partners with India.
Oh, wow.
Last year we exported, our engineering exports from India was around $112 billion. And you will be surprised that we exported more than $10 billion to US India. And if you look at the fastener industry, that also is one of the most prominent supplies to the US market. Over the past, our trade relation with US has been on the best, I would say. Both governments are looking towards each other. And our idea is, we've been participating in this pavilion from last couple of years or from last 3 years. Our numbers are increasing. This year we have around 50 plus companies which are participating, all in the shape of a pavilion. You can see the branding, you can see the brand India here. And I'm very happy to see that the show has just opened today and most of my booths are filled with the distributors. They are getting the inquiries, and the whole idea is to help the industry to come together. We believe in people to people connect. That is what India believes in. And that is what we are looking at. We want to connect our members, our industry here with an American industry. Let them to come together on these 2 days, then take the business ahead. So that is our main objective of coming to the event.
That's terrific. What do you think are the benefits of having people to people, since being so distant, but the value of being here in person?
See, it's very important when we talk about people to people connect. These are the small and medium companies. We have large size companies also. It is very important that EEPC, like in EEPC, our objective is to do handholding of these companies. Now we have bring them to the fair, and the fair authorities are supporting us. They are getting the business inquiries. They are making people meet. Once people meet each other, the connect is established, and that is what our objective is. The business will follow after that, once the connects are made.
It's true, you have to build that trust,
Yes.
and when you meet face to face, you know that they're real, you get to know what they're like, and then you build that trust.
Right. For getting the entire industry from US to India is not possible, but maybe we have brought the small number of people, but this small number is quite a representative of an Indian industry. We have much more to offer, and these companies will multiply in the future also. I'm happy to see that people are rebooked. They're talking about rebooking for the next year. That's, I think, the positive side.
That's great. Terrific.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, I am honored to have with me Jaswant Singh, the Consulate General of India. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Terrific.
And on behalf of our Consulate General, Shri Shrikar Reddy, on behalf of our Ambassador, on behalf of our Prime Minister, thank you to welcome me over here.
It is such an honor to be able to speak with you. Can you talk a little bit about, we addressed it a little bit, but can you also talk about the relationship between the United States and India, especially in the fastener industry?
You see that US and India has a very good relationship and very strategic partners with that in commerce, in all sectors, in IT also. And now we are very happy to see here that our 49 companies are participating in this International Fastener event over here. This is our third participation in these exhibitions, and we are happy that our Indian manufacturers, they are interacting each other, each buyer over here, which is you are invited or they have a good exposure over here. So we are looking forward, and you see that India is growing more, and you see that our recently Chandrayaan and that G20 success with the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and he look forward to see a good and strategic partnership, more and more doing business with US.
Terrific. If you could have a message for U.S. companies to strengthen their relationship with India, what would it be?
Yeah, you see, this is the exhibition for the fastener. Fasteners means to connect people, and to connect with the machinery. So it shows that we, government of India and the companies, to connect to fastening each other relationship. So what we are looking forward to see, have a good relationship and have more business with India and US.
I hope for that as well. Well, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Hey, everybody. I'm here with Alistair of ACU. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. It's great to be here.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm so happy that you're here.
Great.
So can you tell me an innovation that you guys have had over the past year that maybe has answered a challenge that's going on right now in the fastener industry?
Yeah, sure. So we're a quite innovative business. We kind of pride ourselves on that. So and we're principally e-commerce distributor, right? You can tell from my accent I'm not local. So
what?
we're we're based in the UK at present. So we have a warehouse in the UK. Our kind of key focus of innovation is always digitization. So how do we digitize everything? How do we streamline things, do things without people in the loop? And get the product to the customer as fast as we can. So we try and have as much product as we can, same day dispatch.
Oh,
right?
that's nice.
And reduce our cut-off time, or make it as late as possible for the same day orders. So our big innovation right now is the ability on our web shop for customers to move from one product to another. So they can go on a product page, they can change specification. So thread, length, whatever it is, find a completely different product. So they can jump around technical specification quite easily within the web interface. So no need to call us up.
So I'm sure that's helped a lot of people out, and they've been like, you have saved me so much time.
Yeah, that's exactly what we try and do. How do we save the customer time? They don't want to spend time sourcing fasteners. They don't want to look around. They want to do it quickly. Because they want to get on with building whatever it is they're building. You know,
They've got stuff to do.
They've got lots of stuff to do. Our customers are really innovative, right? So we focus a lot on innovators. Low order quantities. You know, you can buy one of anything from us. You want one fastener, you get one fastener. But niche products, high quality, accurate products. Accu is from accuracy. So everything.
Nailed it.
everything that we do has to be really accurate, including delivery.
Oh, perfect. So how long have you been coming to IFE, and why do you find value in coming here?
Yeah, so this is just the second year that we've visited IFE. This year is particularly important for us because we're thinking about how we expand our relationships with the US, both in terms of supply, so getting US suppliers to our customers, but also in terms of sales. So even though our only physical location is in the UK, we do a lot of export to the US. It's our largest export market already today.
Wow.
And we can only see that growing. So it's really important for us to come and see our friends here and make new friends.
Oh, those in-person relationships are just the best.
Yeah,
You've gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
Then they're like, you're real. You're not just a face online.
I know, and being British, sometimes people doubt that. They're like,
England's not real.
right, does that really exist? It's a long way away.
Oh, that's so funny. So if you could talk to a fastener and be like, talk about your role in the world in construction and manufacturing, what do you think they would say?
This is something we actually articulate in our marketing actually. So the fastener as the enabler to all of this innovation. So our customers, they're the coolest people, creating the most exciting things, huge broad range of things, life-changing things, prosthetics, med tech. Really cool company in the UK that we're working with at the moment called Gravity, who've developed a jetpack. It's an Iron Man suit, right?
What?
So you can fly around with this thing.
You're making superheroes?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. You know, and this real cutting edge innovation. It doesn't stay together without the fastener, right?
No, it can't.
And it needs to be high quality. It needs to be lightweight. You know, how do you get exactly that right product? So those fasteners, if I could talk to them, I think they'd be pretty excited. They're like flying out, over aircraft carriers and over water and over land. They're having a great time, those fasteners.
What I would do to be that fastener, to fly and do all of that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm so jealous. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really
No,
appreciate
great to meet you.
it.
Great to
nice
be here.
to meet you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm here with Kenan from Chata out of Turkey. How are you doing today?
Fine, thanks.
Terrific. So how long have you been coming to the Fastener Expo?
Well, we attended this Fastener Expo almost for the last 3 years. This is our third attendance this year to this fair, International Fastener Show. I mean, and we have high expectations from the show because we have customers in the US market, and we are growing our marketing activities in the US market because we are one of the biggest fastener manufacturers in Turkey, and we have a strong name and strong reputation in the European market, and we want to carry this reputation and this existence also to the US market. Yeah?
Wow. Can you tell me a little bit about your company and what you do?
Sure. As I mentioned, Çetin and its group is one of the biggest leading fastener manufacturers in Turkey. We have a history of almost 120 years beyond, and now the company is managed by the third and fourth generations of the owner family. And when in Turkey, industries are talking about bolts, screws, nuts, fasteners. One of the market makers in the Turkish industry, also in Europe, is Çetin, I can say.
Wow.
We have 4 plants and 2 trading companies, and approximately half of our products are exported to European Union countries. But since the last 3 years, we are also increasing our existence in the US market. We started also to sell our products to US market, mostly mid of the country, I can say, and mostly in mail products, bolts. And we have a group capacity of 90,000 tons production of carbon steel cold-formed fasteners.
Wow.
And our production range includes from metric 3 up to metric 27 in bolts, and also from metric 4 up to metric 24 in nuts, nail parts. And our capabilities are not only standard and norm parts, our capability includes also a big variety of special male and female parts. I mean, drawing items. Therefore, we are existing in Turkey and also in European countries, also in some global, especially automotive industry. We deliver to some global brands our products, mostly male parts, in a wide extent of drawing parts. So we believe we are increasing our reputation and name, especially in automotive and also in the white goods industries in the recent years.
Wow. So what innovations have you been having over the last year or so that you're excited to talk about or showcase at the Fastener Expo?
It's not easy to talk about innovations so fast. However, of course, innovations are done mostly in our production facility in Istanbul. During the last 5 years, we have continued our investments, and we have increased our machine inventory to a serious number of machines. And I can say Çetin has in its main factory in Istanbul has more than 100 cold headers, cold formers, and our machine inventory is one of the youngest and most modern machine inventories in Europe, not only in Turkey. And innovations we create also in the different production processes in our production, because our main property in production is that we finish all the processes in-house in our group factories. I mean, starting from cold press, cold form, cold heading, up to the final surface coating, surface against corrosion protection. All these steps are finished in our main factory and in our group's premises. And all of them are in Istanbul. We provide and we offer to our clients, industry and commercial clients, a product which is controlled in all processes in our own group and in our own factory. So, therefore, we have full control of all the steps and processes in our products. Yeah? And in terms of innovation is done in all of our production processes year by year. I mean, every year we add a new investment to optical sorting, to automatic sorting, to surface coating control, coating processes, to cold forming technologies, to all processes. Every year we add an investment and we add a novelty, we add a new technology, I can say. Also, our research and development center is authorized, certified by Turkish Ministry Industry, and also our research and development team makes big contribution to our production effectiveness, I can say.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Thank you.
You could do a lot of quality control when everything is in-house.
Of course, yeah.
Can you talk about a success story where fasteners played an integral role, especially maybe one that stands out to you?
Well, I mean, we have too many success stories, honestly speaking, because we are in production since almost 1976, more or less 50 years we are in production. And in many parts in industry, not only in Turkey, also in Germany, in West Europe, you can see our parts, you can observe our parts in automotive, in machine, in construction. So as we deliver our products to a big range of industries, the launching of our different parts during the last 20 years, all of our new projects are a different, unique success story. Yeah, you know. I can say just one example. Just 3 years ago, we started launching a new item to a global automotive brand. And we increased our parts, our quantities 1 month by month, 10 to 15%. And now we deliver to that automotive brand in huge quantities, and they deliver our products to their factories all over the world, maybe to 40 different global destinations. This is one of the so many success stories in our production. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, all that time in production, you've got to have just a ton. Can't just pick one.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you think fasteners could talk, what would they say about their role in manufacturing and construction?
If fasteners could talk, if the fasteners could be able to speak, they would say probably first that they carry a huge responsibility, and that their role is so critical in terms of fastening, connecting elements, because our products are really critical parts, safety parts in many aspects. When they could talk, they could say probably that they carry the hardest job in the industry all over the world. This could be what they say. I mean, but we support them. We finish the bolts, we finish the fasteners in such a way that they can easily carry out and handle this responsibility through long years. They don't need to make a big effort to carry this responsibility, because we already feed them with the highest strength, with the highest corrosion protection, with the highest mechanical and chemical properties when we produce them. Starting from the steel up to the final surface coating, and up to the automatic sorting, up to the packaging, logistics. We already load them with the perfect properties that they would need during the execution of their job in the industry.
So you could probably say that your fasteners not only hold everything together, but they're well prepped to do so.
Exactly.
Perfect, perfect. Well, thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Gary of Advanced Components. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, Deandra. Thanks for coming by.
I gotta tell you, I love the theme you have here with all the pops.
Oh, I know. So our team to put together some really fun things. You know, we've got the Tootsie Pops, we've got popcorn, we have Pop-Tarts in here. You know, we've got our game, the Pop Darts, which has been really successful. We have so many people come by for Pop Darts, and we're giving away all kinds of goodies, you know, Yetis, and name tags, notepads, and all kinds of things. So it's been really fun.
I love this. And you have
Oh, we've got,
hot
you know,
sauce?
this has been going on for decades. You know, it's our advanced Texas Prairie Fire hot sauce. So we have loyal following who looks forward to every year coming by and getting this. So we hope that will continue to be a big driver to the base.
Because you guys are spicy, right?
We
you
are
love that
spicy.
Texas spice.
I know, we are spicy. Everybody down in Texas is spicy. It's kind of a thing. So we like to bring that to the show when we come.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy would you say your hot sauce is? If
It's
someone's like, oh my
not
God.
that spicy. It's very top. It's only like maybe a 7.
Give it a little kick.
It has a little
Just a
kick,
little bit.
but it's not enough to be harmful. So
Darn
it's
it.
very tasteful. It's got a lot of flavor, but it's not painful.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think that's why it's so popular.
that makes sense. It sounds like the perfect hot sauce.
It is. We looked a long time for it.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to find something that was just right.
Tell me about an innovation that Advanced Components has had over the past year, something that stands out to you.
We really pride ourselves on being innovative. It's one of the things that we're a small company, but we like to be like a little giant. So we do really drive for that. So we've been working on a lot of automating a lot of processes. So order entry, we've been automating the order entry process. We've been investing a lot in our online automation, so for customers, making that whole customer experience better. Also automating the accounting process in AR and AP,
Ooh.
trying to reduce costs, making it more efficient. You always want to be competitive and give customers a better experience and lowering their costs. And of course, automating processes is a big deal. And then, using AI and artificial intelligence to try to do data analytics, that's a big deal too. So we have an outside consultant working on that.
That's very cutting edge.
It is. It's really exciting. But it gives us better data, better reporting, better access to our pricing and the way our customers are using the parts.
Oh, that's terrific
Yeah,
to hear.
it's fantastic.
All right, so can you tell me about a success story over the past year or maybe more that shows how you guys are different and customers are feeling it?
Yeah, so, as a master stocking distributor, we really focus on bridging that gap between the manufacturer and our customers. So in this last year, our largest customer, a catalog company, and our largest manufacturer, who is a domestic manufacturer of socket head capsules, our largest customer was looking to sort of broaden their offering in a niche of products where they weren't represented. And of course, they really want to be supplying domestic made parts. And I think their customers are driving that. So we went back and worked with our domestic supplier and came up with a solution for our customer. So
That's fantastic.
being in the middle, sort of bridging that gap, and having the technical knowledge and also having the relationships in place to be able to provide that reference point for the manufacturer and the supplier. And that really is at the heart of what Advanced Components does.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty exciting.
So it's not just you guys innovating, you guys are helping other people innovate as well.
Yeah,
so you're
you
kind
know,
of
it's-
like the fastener of relationships.
Yeah, that's really clever.
You tie it
It's
together,
we
yeah,
fasten
hold it together,
relationships.
exactly.
Yeah, we might have to don't be surprised if you see that in an ad.
I love it. I love
Okay.
it. So speaking of fasteners, if fasteners could talk, what do you think they would say about their role in the world?
Wow. I think, it'd be really corny, but, fasteners hold the world together for sure, right? And it's really interesting, though, because you have these giant countries like America, and China, and then, of course, Russia, Brazil, and then all of Europe. But, things are made in Asia, but then they're consumed in England or France or America, and they're engineered in India or California. And it's just, and then of course everything's shipped across, or it's gone via satellite. And, the engineering takes place in different places than the manufacturing. Then the install or the sub-assemblies, and like cars are made in different places, but they're assembled in one place, and then maybe they're consumed in different. So the fasteners that ultimately hold the pieces together, but they come from so many different places, and all the support that goes into it, not just the fastener itself, but the design, the engineering, the metallurgy, the forming. It's the finishing. It's really exciting how many different touches are on it that you don't ever really think about.
Yeah, because people use screws, nuts, and bolts all the time, but having the materials, having somebody to make it, or 3D print it, or making the relationships and every aspect. People go, there's an industry for fasteners, and you're like, oh, is there? I mean, there's just so much that goes into it.
I mean, everything you touch, there's always a pin or a nut or a clamp or a screw, a nail. It's super exciting to tell people about it. They're like, since you mentioned it to me, I everywhere I go, I see them.
Yeah.
It's like on my ice chest, on my ceiling fan. It's amazing. My dishwasher. So it's pretty exciting.
Takes the entire world to create the fastener industry.
Yeah, it is. It's fun. It's a great group of people. We love it.
I love that. Well, thank you, Gary.
Well,
really
thanks,
appreciate
Deandra. I really
your time.
appreciate it. So.
Look at this large wall. What's it made out of? Oh, fame. Let's talk to some of the Hall of Famers. Everybody, I'm so honored to bring to you Mallory, one of today's honorees. Congratulations! So young, made such a huge impression.
Thank you.
What does being in the fastener industry mean to you?
Well, that is a very big question. I think it sounds silly because the fastener industry it's just an industry, right? But it's so much more. We have the best community. Being part of the fastener industry has, it sounds cheesy, but really enriched my personal life a lot as well as my professional life. I have so many friends and so many colleagues that it feels like it's just always kind of mixing. So it's almost like a big family, really, at the end of the day. So I love being part of this industry.
That's really nice to hear because, they say you spend so much of your time at work outside of home that you really got to find people that you like.
Yeah, I agree. Like. I mean, I was talking about that with someone the other day. You spend 8 hours at work and then you spend 6 hours at home pretty much.
Yeah.
5 days a week. So our Advanced Components family is amazing. We are a small company, but we're also all really close and we all believe in what we do. And so it makes going to work really nice.
That's awesome. Well, congrats again.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Hey everybody, I've got Mike with me, one of today's honorees. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to talk with us.
No, thank you for having me.
So what does being in the fastener industry mean to you?
I mean, it's a great honor. I talked about it on stage and, the fastener industry is full of amazing people. People that are watching this, the people that are here at the show, I mean, down to earth, good, friendly, positive people, and, it's just great being part of that community and family.
If you could offer one piece of advice to a young fastener professional, what would it be?
You get what you put into it. So whether it's joining associations, asking questions, reaching out to, the people that were voted in the Hall of Fame, talking to them, reaching out to them, getting their phone numbers, seeing them at different events, talking to them, just get involved. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it.
That's great advice. Great advice. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm here with the legendary Bob Baer. Bob, congratulations on the. I mean, this is so well deserved. You just are such a shining star in the fastener world. So this is such a great thing that you deserve this.
In an industry where we have so many giants, it's a huge honor to be a part of this. Have your name put somewhere where it's going to be forever, basically.
Yeah, you've been so involved in different organizations and your own company. I mean, what does being in the fastener industry mean to you?
Wow, 31 years, so this has really become my second family. I've worked in 4 other industries prior to this, and you go to work, you get there, you go home, and you don't think about work. But in this industry, you make friends, and you think about, it's not like you leave work and that's the end of it. It's not 24/7, but it's close to it. We've made so many great relationships over the years, and the ability to hang out with competitors in the evening and separate work from friends and still be competitive and do your job every day. It's been awesome. It really has. I'm so glad I came into it, and I'm going to be really sad when I have to leave.
which would be a long time from now.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I may wind down. I'm
Yeah.
getting to that point where I may tailor it back a little bit.
Yeah, you've
Soon.
got your award. What else?
Soon.
What else is there?
Oh, there's always
You're already
more.
crowned.
This is a great industry. The opportunities are endless. So, and technology changing is
Yeah.
making a big difference. You know, there's things we can do now that we couldn't do. There's always another horizon that you can excel at. You know, try to be at the forefront. But it's been awesome, and then I owe it a lot to the MWFA for getting me involved. You know, beyond the 9 to 5, and I think that's what we really need. We need our young fasteners to step up and, you know, take my spot because, like you said, I'm what else is there to do?
Yeah, he's already been crowned.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Bob. Wow, double trouble. We're here with Fully Threaded Radio. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, thank you very much. We always are. Hey.
What can we say? It was a great event.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations on being inducted. That's huge, not surprising at all.
Very surprising to us, really. Okay, there's lots and lots of great people in this industry. To be brought in among them is amazing. Just.
No, we appreciate the validation, that's for sure, and it's a wonderful honor.
So, what does being in the fastener industry mean to the both of you? Because you've made such a mark.
Fastener industry is a very interesting industry because it's one of the few industries where at the end of the day, people who are all really in competition to sell the same product can actually sit down in a bar and have drinks and talk to each other as friends. It's very unusual, and it's one of the great things about this industry.
And I think just the nature of the industry being still a quasi-blacksmith kind of a place allowed for guys like us to come in with our level of technology and really have an impact. And fortunately, we hit it at the right time with our solutions, and we've made the splash that we have, and here we are.
And in the very early days, people, when Eric first proposed the idea of making a podcast, the general view was it was going to be a complete waste of time. No one would ever listen to a podcast in the fastener industry, and we've proved them wrong, or Eric's proved them wrong, and it's a good validation from this industry.
You guys are trailblazers. How does that, I mean, really, you went against the grain and you said, hey, you know, I'm going to do this thing that nobody else is doing, but I'm going to stick with it. And I think that's amazing.
Well, thank you for saying that. To us, that's just like fish swimming in water because it's what we do. So we appreciate it, but we really don't have an option. This is what we are.
Yeah, but it's as trailblazing as in 2006 trying to produce a website that allowed people to buy fasteners on the web, okay? Equally crazy.
Crazy people make the world go round.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Congratulations again. Wow, look at all these booths. Let's go find the best. BTM Manufacturing. Parker Fasteners. Crossroad Distributor Source. Women in the Fastener Industry, aka Wi-Fi. Continental Aero. Industrial Rivet and Fastener Co.